Ayman Khan here, 4 seconds out with the one and only former world champion Anthony Crolla. Anthony, good to see you.
Ayman, good to see you as always, mate. It's good to be here in Nottingham for what's promises to be an unbelievable fight weekend.
Let's jump straight into Leigh versus Mauricio Lara. You get the feeling that both fighters can knock out each other, but neither can be reckless to, quicken the finish for either fighter.
Absolutely, and that's why a lot of the time in these kind of fights, the fighter with the best defence will win. I think when you go through it, what else you go to? What you've seen, although it's been at a high level, Lara, when Wood has been hurt, so it's been at a high level. Lara possibly takes the better shot, but I think Leigh Wood's got the better defence. That's why I'm going with Leigh Wood. That's the difference for me. That's the difference for me. I expect it to be a little bit cagey from him early on, but I believe he'll register and have enough success to make sure Lara knows he can punch, and he really can punch. But and I think I'm one of very few people, a couple of stupid, who thinks this scores points on Saturday night. Yeah, I do. Unless Wood does it late on, but I think he does it. I think he does it on points. However, I could look really stupid, and Lara's got the power to end the fight, as both have, to end the fight any time.
Points with knockdowns?
I wouldn't be one bit surprised if we see fighter touchdown, both fighters touchdown even, but certainly be shocked if we don't see fighters buzzed along the way.
In terms of what's in line for the winner, you've got Josh Warrington waiting in the wings. I wonder if Josh Warrington's less of a prospect if Lara was to win, considering the issue regarding headbutts that Mauricio Lara has claimed in the two fights between the fighters.
Well, speaking of Mauricio Lara before, he's absolutely... He's on his wish list. Josh Warrington is top of his wish list. If he comes through on Saturday night, it has to be him next, he's saying. And he's saying how it's personal for him. I'm not sure. I know Josh is a bit like... I like Josh a lot, and he's like, what? I don't get what his problem is. Do you know what I mean? He just says it how it is. But I think either way we see Josh Warrington in with the winner. I think him and Leigh seem some kind of, I've not heard anything, but they've met up at the City Ground, didn't they? There almost seems a bit of a mutual agreement. He comes through and they fight, unless the Lara fight couldn't be made to be come up, so you might just see Wood and Warrington, because that's a huge fight, two absolutely huge fan bases. Could go to a football ground, it'd be massive.
2 years or so, you might have picked Warrington as a strong favourite against Leigh Wood. Has that now shifted? If the two meet, that Leigh would be the favourite?
If Leigh Would come through on Saturday night, I'm sure he would start, a pretty reasonable favourite. But they're both fighters who can't be written off, and I'm a big Josh Warrington fan, and he's done it throughout his career. When you look at your Selva, your Frampton, and it was very close last time out, just lost, but. We could very easily be talking about this being a unification fight.
Anthony, let me turn your attention to another Anthony, that being Anthony Joshua. Interesting little tidbit I thought in the press conference. He said that, look, I'm about money now, I'm not about legacy. When a fighter's mindset changes towards money, you maybe think that they're at the tail end towards their career.
Yeah, quite possibly. I think I remember tweeting something about this, and there's a lot of people who's giving it stick and stuff, but I respected the honesty.
Right.
And no matter what Anthony Joshua said, he was just saying what a lot of fighters really think. There's a lot of fighters who go, no, it's not about the money. It is about the money. It is about the money. Let's not. There's easier ways to earn a living than getting punched in the face. Do you know what I mean? But obviously, with that, you're getting paid very well. Certainly, listen, astronomical figures, isn't it? In the heavyweight division, when you're at the top of that pile. But I respect the honesty. I respect the honesty massively. And people's like, but he was like, he was on about legacy a bit back. With legacy comes the money. So that's it. What's the old saying? World titles and legacy, that doesn't pay your bills or something when you're older. But 9 times out of 10, with legacy, the money comes. Do you know what I mean?
Has he picked the right opponent here in Jermaine Franklin? Could he be tricky?
I think he has, and he got a little stick, but there was people who thought Franklin should have got the decision that night against Dillian White. It was, it was close. It was close, but so I don't see it as out wrong with the opponent. You got to remember, Anthony Joshua, he's coming off 2 defeats to Alexander Usyk, an unbelievable fight, but I don't see anything in that. And then I think it'll be more the next opponent where that can be judged. You know, we want a bigger name, but listen, he's got to come through this first, yeah.
The other side of the equation is Tyson Fury, who holds the belts. He's looking to face Alexander Usyk, who was asked by Sports Bible, I believe it was yesterday, if he'd fight Anthony Joshua. He said, no, he's dead to me. Now, Tyson kind of flip-flops with these sort of things, but are we at a point where we keep leaving it late on, we might never see the fight between the two?
You never know. We've seen a lot of fights go by the wayside because of this, but you would feel like it has to happen this year. But and I believe it's got to happen this year. I think it will happen this year. I seen Alexander Kresic was with Frank and George Warren last night at the Arsenal game. So yeah, I think they're all seeing positive steps.
A couple of things away from this, Chris Eubank Jr. has activated his rematch clause against Liam Smith. A lot of the boxing public thinking that that's the wrong decision to make.
It's what I expected. Totally. You know, it's obviously a junior. I think he's a very proud man. He's coming off a defeat where, you know, where he's sort of, I don't mean this as a dig. His ego's been damaged. It is. Listen, I've been flattened. And your ego does get damaged. So it's another big money fight for him, but it's also he has to win that rematch. And if he doesn't, then it might be time to walk away. But again, I've just been talking about AJ. Who else does Junior fight at this minute coming off that? Unless he's trying to bet for great money, then this is the next biggest money earner out there for him. So again, that's people would say, oh, it can be about redemption. And there is a bit of that, I believe that, but it's also about money.
Josh Taylor has been ordered to fight Teofimo Lopez. It seems like we're not going to get the Jack Catterall rematch, Anthony.
Yeah, I was just talking about that earlier. And listen, first of all, Josh Taylor, Teofimo Lopez is an unbelievable fight. And you can only imagine the fireworks in that build-up. But yeah, no, of course, you've got to feel for Jack Catterall. A lot of people thought he should have passed him that night, and he deserves a rematch for sure. And unfortunately, Josh got injured, so he got put back in. Now that's the problem sometimes with organisations and associations where mandatories get put on the champion. So it looks as if he's going to a Teofimo Lopez fight, but I just hope that Jack Catterall gets a huge fight, and we'll talk some huge fights there. And if that's for a world title, hopefully we can see the two winners fight each other later in the year.
You didn't have the influencer scene when you were active as a champion, but it's thriving now, and it's come to the point where the WBC are going to rank the winner of Jake Paul versus Tommy Fury. First of all, your prediction of the fight, and second of all, what direction is boxing going when the WBC are ranking the winner for that fight?
Prediction of the fight, I'm lucky enough actually to be there. Looking at, and I think I'm going Tommy Fury. Okay. Tommy Fury, I'm going. I do believe, I've said this a few times, I believe Tommy Fury will be the best fighter that Jake Paul's boxed, but I also believe that Jake Paul will be the best fighter Tommy Fury boxed. And I know Tommy's he's alright, he's a boxer and he comes from a boxing family, but he only had a very limited amateur background. So it's with that, I think they're very well matched, but I expect Tommy to come through it.
You get a bit of stick for going?
What's that? Will I get a bit of stick for going for working it? No, it's I don't know, but listen, I'm there, and there's some great fights on the undercard. I might get a bit of stick, we'll see. But there's some great fights on the undercard.